Hello, hello, hello! Guess today's theme. Hint. We are gonna use the general theme of a teapot to look at your general energies. Just a little bit. Your general energies for the first week of January. I do like to use a semblance of a structure because that's just how I am. But rest assured, the energy that needs to pop in will pop in regardless of what position or how I lay my cards on the table. It's just that for me, I like to have a structure. As always, we're gonna have the Barbiery Zodiac in the middle. Main deck today, I received this just before New Year from Temu. The Mystic Gypsy Tarot. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to be using this. Secondary clarifying deck will be the Gourmet Tarot. Main oracle will be the Unspoken Truth. And potentially the second one, Deep Dive Oracle cards. This might be more emotionally themed. We will see. We will see how things will roll. It's basically inspired by this super cute graphic that I found on Pinterest. I will try to include it here. And that's the source of my inspiration for this Stirring the Teacup energy check-in for January, the first week of January 2026. Let's see how things are shaking up for you guys. And I will zoom in for you to have a snapshot opportunity at the cards of today. Here we go. And I will see you in 2 seconds. Hi, Gemini! How are you guys doing? We are back with spiciness. Well, actually not spiciness, it's just we're gonna spill the tea. We're gonna look into literally the components of a tea. The dish, the cup, the handle, the rim, the teaspoon. Let's see what's in your energetic surroundings at this time. I hope you're having a wonderful week. Hope the weekend was good. And let's see the first off the record messages for my... Whoa, Gemini, what are with you? Did you see that fly? I probably didn't. Ace of Wands, new inspiration, potentially new work. This is like pure fire. So whatever this new thing is, it's gonna light you up. Which, if you've been following my channel, I did advise you last read not to spread yourself thin going into 2026. So whatever this new inspiration fire is, be cautious of juggling what you already have on your plate so that you are not exhausting yourself. So what up for my Geminis? And I know that you are curious and you like to have a hand in everything and touch and taste and, you know, explore the good stuff in life. But the more you are literally dispersing and scattering yourself, the less depth and value you are extracting from those occupations, and the less fulfilling those things are, because it's like, okay, so imagine you literally are a glass of water and you have 10, 12, 20 cups to fill. Each cup is an interest or hobby, a project, an inspiration, something. And the more you try to spread yourself or literally empty your bottle of yourself into those cups, the less amount each will have, because you need to prioritize either the first, the third, the second, or however you want. But if you split things equally, they will all have just a tiny bit. And so if you are thirsty and now you want the fifth cup, well, it's only like a gulp or two at best. You will receive good news and recognition in some fashion though, but you need to really focus on that one or two things which are mostly fulfilling or more fulfilling than all the rest. And you don't want to end up in the Five of Cups energy, which is mourning the loss of something and grievance. So make wise decisions when you choose and when you spread yourself thin. So what up with my Gemini? If you hear weird noises, my dogs are playing. Actually, wait. Oh, conflict. Following that Five of Cups, the mourning, the loss, and the grievance of something, now you are in a conflict. Is it playful conflict, as depicted in this card? Or is it more serious conflict because too many cooks in the kitchen and you want to please everybody at the risk of thinning yourself and your values and your worth and your whole identity and your core self? And having to please all these people might also bring a sense of loss to you because you're losing your core self in wanting to wear a mask that everybody likes, and that is causing inner conflict in you. Okay, so poker. Let's see. Oh, we have the Devil and the Nine of Wands. So this is interesting because now you are guarded and very much defensive against temptation, which on one side is good, but know that if you are alone fighting demons, try to seek help and guidance, at least a trusted shoulder that you can lean on, so you are not alone fighting temptation and excess and whatever demons you are confronting or trying to wield off in your energetic field at this time. And this can be just a temptation of taking yet another project onto your desk. We often say that the devil is everything, temptation in excess, so shopping, drinking, sex, gambling, everything that is in excess is the devil, but you are warding it off and standing guard with the Nine of Pentacles. But it's also exhausting, tiring, and it's just wearing you thin. So if you can at least have somebody of trust in your vicinity to help you relieve the guard or change the guard, whatever the expression is, so that you are not alone facing that devil, that would be a judicious move going forward. We have the Magician and the Fool, which interestingly speaking is literally 0 and 1. So, I mean, that's pretty freaking interesting. And from this leap of faith, you are stepping into manifestation, into as above, so below. So what is in your head, what you see with your eyes, you can now literally transform into something 3D, concrete, practical by leaping into that trust that you are capable of bringing this thing into a real manifestation, a real practical outcome of the equation of this is how it needs to be done and this is how I'm going to proceed doing it. Oh. And we have now the Four of Wands, which is your home space, building your stable foundations with someone significant or you on your own, your pets, your plants, your people, as Paul would put it from Dove and Serpent Tarot. So you are building those sacred foundations, which I always say a Four of Wands can easily lead to a Ten of Pentacles if built properly with love, care, and intent. 4 is stability, and stability can bring in growth and legacy. So one last poker and we are the dividing. Okie dokie Loki. So, oh no, wait, 3. Oh my god. Take a day off. I had a headache and I forgot all my processes. It's unbelievable. So then, the dish, the cup, the handle, the rim inside, and the teaspoon. Clarifying energies from the bottom of the deck. It's starting beautiful with the Strength card. The Fool again making an appearance for here. What fills you? So a new project, new adventures. The innocent childlike wandering, leaping into the unknown and just trusting the process. That's beautiful. The handle, High Priestess, what you can hold on to, your intuition, your insight, your gut feeling. The rim, 6 of Swords moving into something safe. That's beautiful. Oh, the teaspoon, stirring with the 7 of Swords, lying, cheating, deceiving, or being very strategic. So we will look into that when we will get there. Interestingly, your next card would have been the 9 of Wands. Again, being defensive and being tired and juggling something. So, like I said, if you are... try not to spread yourself too thin when you have already so much on your table. So then, let's rock this read. Gemini. The dish. What supports you, and literally, okay, so I'll have to flip it. The dish, what supports you? What supports you is your natural inner strength, inner balance pops to mind at this time. It's just like being so very gentle, so very caring, patient, understanding, not rushing into things, having, you know, literally taking the time to like smell the flowers. Or the coffee, if you are into, oh my lord, 7 and 8. So this is a double card of strength, whereas Chariot is outward strength into victory, into decisiveness, into just taking the reins of your own life. The strength is a quiet strength. It's inner peace, inner wisdom, inner patience, inner serenity and strength, resilience to guide the chariot when it's going a little too fast, a little too swiftly ahead to that glorious road of victory. And it's absolutely... You remember how we had the 0 and 1, the Fool and the Magician. Now we have 7 and 8, like it's a clear progression. Double in your read, you are progressing in some capacity. And on one hand, you have the mastery to lead the chariot into victory, but you have the inner mastery of not going overboard or having like excess speed to get like a speed ticket, to speak on our language. To halt and reach into that inner peaceful quietude when you need to make that very, like a quarter of a second judgment call to stir the reins either left or right. With the strength and the inner calmness that is radiating from how serene she is with the lion. Look at her, it's like just so peaceful, so serene. You have that inner quiet, peaceful strength to slow down when you need to, and to charge when you need to. And this is what is supporting you, your own inner ability to judge, do I put my foot on the accelerator or do I put my foot on the brake, so that you are not suddenly confronting a turn or a curve and you are like 300 miles per hour and boom, accident. So, oh wait, let me just... Something else for my Gemini for what is supporting them. And we have the Empress. So this could be a mother, wife, someone significant in your life that is potentially that source that is grounding you, that is calming you down, that is giving you wisdom and advice in how to tackle your tempestuous drive to go into new adventures, inspiring you and guiding you in taking a little step back, just like a halt, and slow down and weigh the options, so that what you are investing in, what you are going for, is will be fulfilling without demanding too much energy, and has a lot of space for growth. Going from a 7 to an 8, again, a sense of growth and of plenty, of growing your assets and what you already have, because you are showing temperament and temperance, like just a little moderation in the speed at which you are tackling your road to success. That's freaking beautiful, actually. The Cup, what fills you? The Fool, a new adventure, new project, having this very childlike, innocent trust and outlook on the situation. And we have the Ten of Cups, new emotional, blissful happiness. This is just like magnificent. Whatever this new thing is in your life, it's completely fulfilling you with joy and almost like to the brim, literally, where it's like so beautiful, so, I mean, childlike wonder really pops to mind, because the character in the card is like a child. So you might have a new addition to your family that is literally overfilling you with joy, or just a new prospect that you know is emotionally fulfilling. And that is why I kept hammering for you guys this being more judicial in how you spread yourself into various things, and not be so scattered, but rather show patience and resilience in saying no to some things that are not on the long term fulfilling as much as other options could be in your life. Something for Gemini. Seven of Wands, you do have the upper hand in the situation, and you are potentially protecting this new venture, this new beautiful thing that is that you are starting, that will also bring you recognition with the Six of Wands. Good news, celebration, victory. Good news are coming your way. Good news that something new is advancing at perhaps a faster pace than you were originally expecting, and because of this you are just full of happiness, and it's rewarding. It feels good. It's the sort of thing that you really want to take a time and pause to appreciate and pour your heart and soul into it, because the return on investment is in the tenfold guaranteed for you. The Handle, something that you can hold on to. High Priestess, a bit of secrecy, a little bit of reclusion, a little bit of sacredness, your intuition, your gut feeling, studying or paying attention to the higher level things, the ethereal things in life. And with the Five of Wands, you have a sense of conflict. So you're holding on. So perhaps your intuition goes against the grain, or advice that you are receiving is going against the grain, but you need to trust that your intuition and your gut feeling are sort of sacred, but also grounded, and they're coming from a space of your own internal cache or cookies data that were harvested from previous experiences that are resurfacing in your today now current situation to help you make the best decision in the course that you are plotting going forward. Intuition is literally, you had a series of experiences from as early as you can register experiences, even babies, even though not consciously, but they register emotional things, interactions with other humans, and from there it's stored in the back catalog of your mind. And the high priestess is literally just like the librarian of your back catalog. You feel how people speak, how they move, how the tone of their voices, the words they use, and even if not consciously on the forefront of your active, conscious, intellectual mind, rational mind, you feel that things are either a little off or guaranteeing success. So you, based off that, you just feel that things are going a certain way, taking a certain path, a certain route, and with that, you grow certainty in making your decisions with the chariot moving left or right. And with the Five of Wands, you might create conflict because others are not as intuitive or not as in sync with their own intuition, with their own gut feeling. They are more maybe practical, maybe more grounded, maybe just like, yeah, but the stats say this, but your gut feeling is saying that. And you rely on that because it has never disappointed you in the past. So there's a conflict, but you hold on to your own intuition, your gut feeling, because you know that it will not betray you, because it's your own internal cache data of previous experiences now resurfacing and being applied to this new equation that is on your table at the moment. Four of Cups, a little bit of boredom though. Maybe you need a bit of action, and maybe the conflict might also arise from the fact that whatever is currently happening is not satisfying to the fullest capacity or how it could be because of said conflicts or because of the clash between you and them. It's a bit tedious and unsatisfactory for the sake of unsatisfactory. And we have the Seven of Swords again. So again, this sense of lying, cheating, and deceiving. The conflict can also arise from them trying to hide something from you, trying to lie and get to take something away from you that will advantage them and leave you disappointed and dissatisfied in the whole situation. So be careful of that. The handle, the rim. Be cautious of not going overboard. If you need to walk away from a situation because it's treacherous and lying and deceiving and cheating, obviously do that. With the Six of Swords is moving into a safe space, avoiding this conflict, which it started with the Five of Wands. It's conflict. Conflict fueled by deceit and lie and cheating. Seven of Wands, again, you had that here, Seven of Wands, being defensive. So you are definitely defending something, but you do have the upper vantage point, you have the upper ground in the situation, so do not fret. You do have the, let me just move all of this a little down, so we have a beautiful, is it? Oh, too low. So you do have the upper hand in the situation anyway. Yeah, okay. And if you do need, I mean, who would stay in a conflictual situation that is depleting them and just I'm thinking of vampire energy, like they just siphon your energy for the sake of depleting you to have the upper hand, but you are countering that because you see through the bullshit. You see that they are causing useless conflict for the sake of causing conflict because they're putting their own selfish desires and needs and agendas before you, or before the best interest of whatever this whole situation is for you. And they do not hesitate in using shady tactics and lying and cheating and thieving in order to gain that unfair advantage over you and over your intuition and your gut feeling. Probably not discriminating, but like almost negating or trying to like put you down, that it's not as valid as the stats, as the facts, as the whatever impressions online or whatever that is. It's like trying to be that demon on your shoulder to like, no, listen to me, but it's literally a demon. And listen to means do not trust your own intuition because I want to have this power over you. So be cautious of how you handle that situation, and be cautious of defending yourself and moving into a safe space where you don't have to fight useless fight for the sake of just wasting your time, your energy, and your resources in things that are thriving on conflict. You want to move away, but move away in a classy, how I want to say this? It's like mindful, diplomatic way. If you want to step away from the conflict, don't be just very snappy and like using harsh words. You want to be defensive. You already have the vantage point, the higher point of view. You already see the situation not globally, but like from what it is. And even if they try to throw dust and smoke at you with the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Swords to like try to bamboozle you, you are above the cloud of smoke. So you can move into a safe space without having to make brash decisions. Trusting that your inner guidance and your inner voice and your inner strength and patience and resilience will get you through this situation. You just need to be a little bit more tempered, patient, and use care. At worst, use deceptive care. If they are shady and wanting to lie to you, reverse that thing to them. Use your own inner stability and resilience and patience and tenderness to counter their own aggression and own deceiving tactics to get to you. All is fair in love and war, they say. But don't stoop to their level. If you want to fight their game, but from the higher perspective here. We have the Queen of Cups. Use your emotion, your intuition. Literally kill them with kindness. I mean, not physically kill them, that's not what I mean, but like if they want to get a rise out of you, be authentically, genuinely caring and loving and tender, and that will not disbalance. But that would literally throw them off, because what the heck. Oh, we have the High Priestess again. So you got 3 cards here. I'm gonna take them all. We have the 7 of Cups. Options, illusions and delusions, and too much options. The World. Conclusions and endings. And the High Priestess. With the High Priestess, you will see and you will discern the cloud of fakeness from the 7 of Cups. And with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, you will allow your intuition to guide you to this safe space that is the 6 of Swords, in a quiet, demure, diplomatic way, without having to fight useless fight, and without being taken advantage of, and without having to feed the conflict and just feeding the troll literally with the 501 Seven of Swords. You want to avoid that, and you can and you will avoid that by listening to your intuition, by making the proper choices, and by always having the upper hand on the situation, because you operate from a place of genuine, heartfelt, honest space, and not trying to scander or scam or take away. You are not here to take things in a disadvantageous way over the other party in the situation. The teaspoon, stirring. What are we stirring? We are stirring the Seven of Swords. It's almost like a game of chess. You are analyzing what's on the board, how they have their pawns and their royalty pawns, how yours are, and how you can best strategize to move forward to victory with the Chariot, while being patient and resilient with the Strength card, while having the vantage viewpoint because you maybe have more knowledge or you trust your intuition, High Priestess twice, into defeating their scammy little tactics, Seven of Swords, 501s, into trying to get to your queen, but you know that you are 3 steps ahead. So whatever they are doing, your pieces are set in a way that you know that you move this here, that there, and the other one there, and bing bada boom. They can't. You're just blocking them off with the Seven of Wands twice on the table. 9 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and if you defeat whatever this scammy, lying, cheating, thieving situation is, you are blessed with 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, self-satisfaction, just beautiful. I mean, the 9 of Cups is literally like the minor arcana of the Star card, which is wish fulfillment and pure, unbridled happiness. 9 of Cups is just a 1 step lower than the 10 of Cups. So it's you having so much that you can give to others on your own because you are already that rich, that fulfilled, that plentiful. But you need to be cautious in who you let into that 9 of Cups energy. Who has access? Whom do you give to that is not taking advantage of your generosity and of your emotional bounty? 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords. You might have to close a cycle with the 10 of Swords, and with the Ace of Swords you will see the clarity of the situation. You will realize things for what they are, and so you will be able to get rid of things that are not serving you, things that are just a conflict in your lives, things that are sort of dimming the joy out of your life. With the Ace of Swords, High Priestess, Queen of Cups, you can literally emotionally feel something and then intellectually put a pin in whatever is the root cause, the trigger, or the little nasty itch, so that you can get rid of it and then proceed forward to move from a 9 of Cups to a 10 of Cups, the penultimate jackpot emotional happiness. If you hone in your resilience, patience, and tenderness in making the right choice at the right time. You don't want to just hastily run into situations. You want to avoid conflict and have the upper hand and defend yourself and guard whatever is sacred for you, but not by playing the games that the others or other external situations to you are trying to lure you in to take away or taint this beautiful happiness. With the Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords, you will see the clarity of the situation and you will end cycles that are no longer serving your higher good, best good, what is the most beneficial for you at this time. Ending cycles might be a little tricky, a little difficult, a little painful, tedious even, but it's a necessary step. The World 10 of Swords, I notice, it's like it's a major double ending. You need to end whatever this conflict is to move into a unabashed victory that is on the road in front of you somewhere. So let's see what the oracle cards have for you guys. And I can't believe that I'm actually wrapping this in under 30 minutes. Holy shit. Every person who leaves takes away something you no longer need, which was the whole message of you guarding but also moving away in a very diplomatic way. Let's put it that way. In just a very polite and not stirring too much trouble, seeing things for what they are, seeing the shady, fake, pretentious thing that they were trying to put on you, and moving away from that. So something for Gemini, please. Something for Gemini. Hello, Jenny. Thank you. Put that there, and we have. Okay, so I'm not sure at which point the camera cut off, so I'm gonna reread your oracle card. Electric ideas, which was basically the Ace of Wands that popped out first. Be open to sudden flashes of inspiration and act on them to find new paths. Creative surge. But like I keep hammering it to you guys, do not spread yourself thin. You want to really halt, take a break, take a pause, and see what is fulfilling. You don't want to have 10, 20, 30 cups all filled with like maybe 10 millimeter of water that when you need, because you're thirsty, you take one and it does nothing on your mouth because it's not sufficient. You want to reduce that to maybe maximum 5-ish or even less, ideally 1 or 2 full cups, so that they are always plentiful. So when you need to quench your thirst, you actually have something substantial to quench your thirst, not just a droplet that might not even reach your lips. So when you have this potential new electric idea, Ace of Wands, electric, creative surge, this oracle card here, halt, pause, just try to analyze if it's worth all the effort that you are ready to commit to it, the time, the energy, and everything that you want to invest into this idea. If the return on investment is worth what you are willing to invest into it. Don't just rush into things for the sake of, because it's exciting and it's new and it's haven't been done before yet. Yes, that it's exciting, but not at the cost of you investing all your resources, energetic and financial, or time, energy, money, whatever is in the human experience, and not have as much or if not more return to you because it wasn't as promising as the first illusion led you to believe it would be. So be cautious. And also, avoid whoever or whatever this Seven of Swords energy is, and especially if it's bringing you conflict with the Five of Wands. Avoid. Put a halt, put a stop, no thank you, not today Satan, not today, not tonight, not tomorrow, not next week, nope. You are just noping out of it. So, Gemini, I hope this has brought you clarity, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you resonate with my read, with my style, if you like whatever you are experiencing here with me, please give me a little subby, a little like, a little comment. I am trying to grow my channel, so your contribution, which is $3.99, helps tremendously. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao. Love you. Peace out.